Hi friends, I'm back with another 5-minute yoga flow. Today we're going to be focusing on our hips. If you have tight hips or achy hips, this one is for you. Just 5 minutes. We're going to start seated down on the floor. Come to a natural cross-legged position. You can always take a pillow or a block underneath the tailbone if that helps you be able to sit up nice and tall in your easy seat or cross-legged seat. Sit up nice and tall and then start to walk your hands forward on the floor until you fold over your legs. You can take your elbows to the floor. You can take a pillow or block and put it underneath your head or arms in order to keep your weight forward. But leaning forward is where you're going to feel this start to stretch in your hips. Keep the knees wide and your weight forward. Breathing into this, reaching forward with the belly and not just the head. As things start to open up, you can lower your arms or elbows to the floor or walk your hands out a bit further and release your neck so that your head can hang heavy. Take one more big breath here. Walk the hands back in and we're going to switch our legs. So whichever shin is in front, you're going to put the other one in front and you're cross-legged. This one's probably going to feel a little unnatural because it's not what you first did, but we're gonna do the same thing. Crawl the hands forward, fold over the legs. It helps place your arms on your knees to keep them nice and wide as you lean forward. One more deep breath here. And on your next inhale, walk the hands back in, sit up nice and tall. Come onto your knees towards the back of your mat and take a big step forward with your right foot towards the top. And then lean into that leg in a nice low lunge. The more upright you can be, the more gravity is going to pull your hips to the floor. And you're going to really feel this open up in the front of this hip of the leg that's extended behind you, but also on the outside of the hip on your bent leg. So if you can have your arms up on your leg and stay vertical, that's great. If you need to take the hands to the floor, you will also feel this just a little less intense. Breathe nice and deep. Keep this front knee over the ankle and let gravity do its work. Pulling your hips towards the floor, opening up the front of this hip flexor and breathing into it. Wherever you are, place hands on the floor. Wiggle this foot out to the side so both hands are on the inside of this front foot. Let this knee fall open. Roll onto the out pinky toe edge of this foot. Feeling how that changes the stretch. Breathe into it. And then heel toe that foot back to the center of the mat. Come back up to vertical, hands on the hips, and see if you can step back to that kneeling position without using your hands, replacing the right knee, and then taking left foot forward, taking the lunge on the other side. This hip might feel more tight or more open depending on your body. So work your way into whatever version of this is best for you. Breathing deep into the hips, releasing that tension, and trying to relax as much as we can into this pose. Wiggle this foot towards the outer edge of the mat on the left and bring both arms on the inside. Maybe roll that open, feeling how that changes the stretch to the inner thigh as well. Breathing deep. Wiggle the foot back to the center. Come back vertical, hands on the hips. Push off the front foot and come back to your kneeling position. Swing the legs around and come to a butterfly. So soles of the feet together and knees out wide. If you need support under your knees at first, take blocks or pillows to the outsides of your knees. We're going to be coming back to lie on our back. So a supine butterfly pose. right here. If you need to adjust the blocks, taking them out wider will let this stretch and open up the hips more. If you want them closer together for more support, it will put less strain on the hips. So just do what works best for you. Where you can feel the stretch, let gravity pull these knees towards the floor, nice and open towards the sky. Breathe deep here. And when you're ready, take your hands to the outside of your thighs, close the knees like a book, and roll up. Thanks for practicing with me. See you next time.